is a presentation of TFNN. The Trader's Edge with Steve Rhodes. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The Trader's Edge. Now, Steve Rhodes.
Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the September 1st, the wonderful Wednesday edition of today's Trader's Edge Show. I'm your host, Stevie Perseverance Rhodes, who absolutely knows that each of us should always be pioneers of our future versus prisoners of our past. Hope everyone out there is having a great day. Hey, let's make sure we have an extraordinary one. And the easiest way to do that is to always remember that life is happening for us, not to us. That's right. When you and I make that one little 2x4 shift, well, it means we can find a gift in every set of circumstance that life is going to toss at us. Now, today, you and I, we're going to go check on the circumstance of these markets. We'll go figure out what those bulls and bears, what those buyers and sellers are communicating to you and I at just past 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I do want you to know I'm absolutely grateful for your presence here. But more important than that, and that's this. During this next 60 minutes, I'm here to serve you. So feel free to pick up that phone. You can dial on in 877-927-6648. If you can't dial in, we've got you covered there too. You can let those fingers do the walking. You can always send me an email, steve@tfnn.com. Inside the subject heading, if you'd be kind enough to put radio show question and in our Tiger's Den, any ping will do. So let's go ahead and get this show started on wonderful Wednesday. Of course, this is Tiger Financial News Network. I'm Steve Rhodes. Welcome to the show. Right now, you get all the U.S. entities trading higher. The Dow's up 16, the S&P 13, NASDAQ 98, Russell 18, semis up 5, trannies up 148, New York Stock Exchange 66. Spot politics trading lower at 1572. You've got gold off $3, silver down or up 23 cents. That's 1% to the upside. Light sweet crude is off 7 pennies. Natural gas up 25 cents. And the 30-year Treasury trade down at 164.20. That's up 3 ticks. Leading the charge dollar-wise to the upside. You've got Amazon, $48, 1 3/10%. Mercado Libre, $42, over 2%. Credit Acceptance Corp, 5% or $29. Ambarella, up $25. That's 24%. And Monday.com on Wednesday is up over 6% or 24 buckaroonies. The Shakers. AbbVie Inc. ABBV is a ticker symbol off nearly 7% or $8. Fortinet is down $9 or 2.7%. CrowdStrike Holdings off 3% or $8. Seagen is up 760 or 5%. So we've got some things to look at to the upside and to the downside. Of course, I want to look at what you want to look at. Let's quickly take a look at what's going on in the TAS market profiles. The reason why I want to bring this to your attention is we do have a brand new profile. It started forming about an hour ago. And that is inside the Russell 2000. Don't know whether it will take hold today or not. I'll know that at 6:01 this evening. But the point that I wanted to make to you is if we do take a look at the Russell 2000, when a profile forms below price, that is a bullish message. With price above the top of its bearish structured profile, odds favor that price is going to go make a run for 23.22, and it likely does that between now and Friday. Can't guarantee that, but likely that's what happens. The move higher today generates bar number 8 of a TD9 count. It's not as if the Russell 2000 needs a new topping pattern, but the reason I say that is because way back here it's got a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal. That was back in, was it really March? No, yeah, it was March. That's where that topping signal came in. That's led to this big old consolidation out here. But from a perspective as to what to anticipate over the next couple of days, the Russell 2000 looks mighty strong as we speak right now. So we'll come back to the equity markets out here, but we do have 3 questions that are already in, and I don't want to get behind on these. The first question, it's really a set of 3. This one coming in from Eddie in Boca Raton. And Eddie wants to take a look at ticker symbol NTNX. Let's go take a look at it. In fact, what I'll do here, because Eddie asked for 3 symbols, I'm just going to go to the white background charts here immediately. And that way we make sure that we, or try to make sure that we have enough time. But as long as we're on the, this is a new Tanix, which is trading about the top of its daily. It's trading with inside its weekly and trading with inside its monthly profiles. Now, Eddie's asking about these 3 symbols. Here's the first one, because of earnings tonight. So here's what we know. Eddie, if you've got the daily that is bullish, price is pushing into a swing point from August 13th that had 1.5 million. You're in it with 1.1. So pushing into a swing point with volume, that looks pretty good. Now, the real resistance you're going to have, not saying price can't trade above it or close above it, is going to be at 39.50. 39.50 is the top of the bearish structured weekly profile. 38.28 is the center, so that really becomes your resistance zone. Hey, if price closes above 39.50 on a weekly basis, that will be very bullish. Nothing more bullish than a failed bearish pattern, and that's what we would have if price closed above 39.50 on a weekly basis for Nutanix. Now, I'll pull over my white background charts here quickly to see if there's any other signals. On the daily, there's nothing other than to say that price should make its way to 39.27. And Eddie's asking, in essence, the question, should he jettison his positions? And I don't see that signal on the daily or the weekly or the monthly, other than that price is up against that resistance. I didn't mention resistance on the monthly. That's where price is, in essence, trading right now, which is at about the 37.86. We're at 37.36. So that was the first request coming in from Eddie in Boca. His next request was AI. So we'll take a look at AI. And on the daily time frame, what's going to occur here is bar number 8 of a TD9 count pattern. Now, what I don't know, well, first, Eddie, a TD9 count pattern can identify a top or a bottom on bars 8, 9, or the bar following them. What I like to do is take a look at a chart and see how well does it respect those TD9 counts out here. And in AI's situation, we're going to say it pays attention to it sometimes, not all the time. What I mean by that is if we take a look at the previous TD9 count, that was just simply negated after a couple of days on July 14th. Actually, that held just for a little while and just created a sideways move within its profiles out there. So that one held. This one here, this TD9 count, it bottomed on bar number 8 on June 16th. That took price right up to resistance, the TD9 breakdown level in that 66.73 area. And if we go back a little bit further, it just ignored the TD9 counts back here in June on June 1st, as well as one on May 13th. So AI, it's got bar number 8. It's got the potential for a top. If price does pull back at 88.52 be support. More likely than not, this is gunning for the 64.50 level. Let's look at the weekly chart, see if there's any signal. Now, the weekly chart, nice and bullish because this went ahead and confirmed a Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom last week. So if you're asking me, do you stay with the trade? I don't see reasons to jettison this trade. So the answer there would have to be yes. Let's go take a look at that third symbol, that third request. That is for SMTC. Again, I'm just sticking with the white background charts here. If we take a look at this ticker symbol, today is going to become bar number 8 here, right up against TD9 breakdown resistance at 72.38. So that's the level you're going to need to see price get above. Doesn't have to do it because of earnings, but there's your resistance level. So on the daily, what's on the weekly chart for this? The weekly chart looks very good. Not that yeah, it looks very good because there was certainly an A to B equals CD or a Gartley buy pattern out here. So what about the 30-minute chart? Nothing there to assist us. So yeah, these last two symbols here, Eddie, you've got TD9 count tops, bar number 8 forming today. You need bar number 9 to form to determine whether this is a topping signal or not. We won't have that information until tomorrow. But everything here says caution, but stay long. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Steve Rhodes started his trading career as a student almost 20 years ago, and the student has now become the master. Steve won the prestigious Timer of the Year award in 2018 and barely missed that mark again in 2019, finishing at number 2 for the year. An amazing accomplishment. Steve Rhodes is committed to sharing his techniques and knowledge with anyone who wants to learn, and he shares his vast amount of trading knowledge every day in his Mastering Probability newsletter. Steve's award-winning newsletter, Mastering Probability, is delivered every trading day with updates throughout the afternoon. Sign up for Steve's market newsletter, Mastering Probability, and you'll receive access to 7 of Steve's educational webinars absolutely free. At TFNN, all our newsletters come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to worry about. Visit TFNN.com and try Mastering Probability 30 days risk-free today. TFNN, education educating investors.
What's separating you from the most successful men and women on Wall Street? That's right, information. Having all the information gives us the perspective we need to place the right trades at the right time. The TAS Profile Scanner is the premier market profile-based scanner. Powered by its acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner instantly filters over 2,500 plus global financial markets, such as stocks, ETFs, commodities, futures, and Forex. This powerful suite of tools leverages instant trade filtering and strategy formulation to show you emerging trades before they happen. For a limited time, you can save $100 off your first month by using the promo code UPGRADE, and you still get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Level the playing field with the TAS Profile Scanner, which you can find under the Services tab at TFNN.com. Sign up today.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 6, S&P's up 13. Let's go to our next request. Next request coming in from Ken. And Ken wants to take a look at ticker symbols JMIA, missing in action. And that is Jumia Technologies, which formed a nice buy the D point back here on the trading day of August the 20th. That's a little piercing candle. That's your bullish reversal signal. Price gets back inside a profile. The following session takes out the top of its bear structured profile on August 25th. Ken, this looks good. Now, when I say it looks good, price is going to go target its next resistance level. Your next battleground is at 2371. We may find some other battlegrounds out here, but that's the next battleground. We take a look at its TAS market profiles. Your question is, will you look at JMI for you? And the answer is yes. And we just did that. But let's go take a look at other areas that you may have to watch out for. So here is the daily time frame. Using our white background charts, we can see not only was that a 1 to 2, A to B equals CD to downside, there's also a TD9 count and wave number 7 bottom. So we had a triple trifecta out there. 2247, Ken, is really your next resistance level. That's where you want to see price close above. That's the TD9 breakdown level. If price closes above that, that will give us our change in trend signal, or our second change in trend signal. The first one was closing above the top of the daily profile, but the second one says, hey, I need to take out that breakdown resistance area, 2247. If it can do that, then you're looking at a run up to the 31 area. Let's look at the weekly time frame chart. Any signals out here? So on a weekly basis, also a TD9 count. The oscillator and change line had changed colors couple of months ago. It typically leads to a test of that line. That's in about the 2371 area. So JMIA looks like it wants to continue to move higher. You've got some nice bottoms out here for the daily and the weekly. Ken, congrats on that trade, and best of luck to you on its further move higher. Next question coming in from Emilio in Fort Lauderdale. Hey, that's cool. We've got a local, and Emilio wants to take a look at ticker symbol here. He's got 2 of them, ASAN. And let's go take a look at this one first. ASAN is Asana Inc. And Asana Inc. is trading above the top of its daily and weekly profiles out here, although it's really been in a sideways consolidation, Emilio, but positive, bullish, nonetheless, you're trading above resistance. Let's pull over ASAN, look at its daily and weekly charts with Stevie's other tools out here. And as we look at the daily time frame, just so what this did do is generate a Rhodes Momentum Indicator top. It didn't generate or confirm that signal until August 19th, reconfirmed it again on August the 24th. So you just have this little consolidation. So what a consolidation offers you, Emilio, is a measured move if price is able to break through it. So to give you an idea, we'll just draw in that consolidation pattern. I'll do the best that I can to draw it in. It should look like about something like that at the top, something like this at the bottom. And so whichever way price breaks, so it's basically you're looking at from about 72, we'll call it, even though it's below that, 71.70 to 80. So it's really about an $8 move out there. $8 move, whichever side of the consolidation it gets broken. I don't know which side will get broken. I don't have a reason for you to exit the position, that's for sure. Let's look at the weekly chart out here. The weekly chart shows what? It shows no signals, no signal here of a top. So with regard to Asana, I think that's what it is, ASAN, just a consolidation, which can be frustrating, but at least it's consolidating above resistance, and that is a bullish signal. Your next request was VEEV out here. Let's just go right to the white background charts. And here, and thank you, I see you really enjoy the show, and I really enjoy doing the show and doing it for you folks. And if we take a look at VEEV, you can see it's got a TD9 count, and today should be bar number 9. But here's the deal, Emilio. It's bar number 7 right now. That's the high. So we kind of ignore the pattern. We ignore it until tomorrow. If you take out that high, by the way, that high is 336.52. That then would set up bar number 9, or the bar following 9. Now, my assumption is that it doesn't do that today. If it takes that high out today, it would be on bar number 9. So you've got a short-term top. That is certainly in play out here as price runs up into resistance 339.95. So VEEV likely to pull back. It may just be a pullback and test of its oscillator and change line at the 330.45 level. However, not all TD9 counts are going to identify a top or a bottom. And in this one here, the TD9 counts seem to be doing a pretty decent job. But if you do see a closeout here, Emilio, above 339.95, that would be a very bullish signal. Now, that's the daily chart. Quickly, we'll take a look at the weekly chart. Why quickly, Steve-O? We got all the time in the world. So on a weekly basis out here, you've got a Rhodes Momentum Indicator signal. However, all that's led to is a test of support. So that being said, prices above the oscillator and change line, below the top of its weekly profile, and that just gives us a neutral signal. So the weekly is neutral. The daily is saying it's bullish, very bullish, but it could form a top, but it has to make that higher high. Now, what happens if it doesn't make that higher high? Great question. If it doesn't make it, you don't have a TD9 count top. And as long as price remains above its oscillator and change line, currently 330.44, price will go target the 339.95 level. So hope that helps you out. I believe that was your two for ASAN, ASAN, and VEEV. That was Emilio down in Fort Lauderdale. The next question is coming in from Jeff W. And Jeff says, would you go over some support and resistance areas for the U.S. 10-year? On YouTube. Okay, great. You're looking to buy TYO for the short term. So let's see if we can. Let me see what's going to pop up here. So we got ZN, and it's the December contract that is active now. And here is the. Geez, Louise, what's the deal here? Why isn't that pulling up? Maybe it's still stuck in September. Hold on a second here. Let's just see here. I'm just going to my daily. Wow. So, okay, that didn't help. Here's what we're going to do, Jeff. We're not into a break now. So during the break, I'll try to figure that out. Typically, I'm taking a look at the 30-year Treasury. So I'll try to take a look at that 10-year note for you, try to get things set up during the break. So I'm going to come back to Jeff's question. The next one coming in from Greg. And Greg says, will we take a look at MGNI? And the answer is we absolutely will. MGNI. Don't know what it is, but we're going to go find out here momentarily and take a look at where this symbol is trading in relationship to its MGNI into its TAS market profiles. And this is Magnite Inc. And Magnite Inc. is trading above the top of its daily profile. That's bullish for you, Jeff. It is trading right into the center of its weekly profile. And that level is at 31 bucks. What you'd really like to see is a close above 31 to signal a move up to the top of that profile at 43.52. Note, though, that as prices have gotten above the top of this profile in the past, it's run into resistance at prices like 37.54 and 36.59. So those become your resistance levels as well if price is able to take out that $31 level. Oh, why didn't it? Stevie screwed up here when I typed in the symbol on my white background charts. Let me see if I get MGNI, see how quickly it'll get this thing going. We've got about 7 seconds before. Nope, I screwed up again. Good Lord. Shoot. Well, I'll have to do that when we get back from the break. So Stevie's got his work cut out for him. It's going to the break here for Greg and Jeff. But we will be back. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. Back in just a few.
Are you having fun trading the markets, but having trouble finding like-minded individuals to discuss your trading and investment ideas with? Become an apex predator in the trading market and join the Tiger's Den Trading Room only at TFNN.com. The Tiger's Den is an exclusive trading room where successful traders from around the world come to exchange trades and ideas. Join the den and surround yourself with the sharpest minds in the trading world. Subscribers to the Tiger's Den are also the first to have their questions answered live on air and can privately chat with our TFNN hosts live during their shows. Interact with other Tigers and Tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day. Subscribe to the Tiger's Den risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee and become part of the TFNN trading community. TFNN, educating investors.
You could be making money off the stock market. And if you're already making money off the stock market, you could be making a lot more. Check out TFNN and Tiger TV and get expert investing advice to give you the power to control your financial future. Go to TFNN.com and find the newsletter for you. Whether you're into trading gold, metals, futures, currencies, or options, you'll get advice and analysis to help you seriously get ahead. TFNN also features trading services with a 30-day money-back guarantee for new subscribers, as well as TFNN's Tiger Den Trading Room, trading software, and educational webinars for all trading levels. And make sure you check out Tiger TV for free on TFNN.com or TFNN's YouTube channel for live financial content from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern on market days. Stop watching on the sidelines while other people get rich and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. So we're looking at Magnite Inc. MGNI is the ticker symbol, and Greg's got a couple of different positions in it, much lower prices than where it's trading right now, and wants to add to it. And so Greg has picked up on this potential A to B equals CD to the upside on the daily time frame with a price projection of 34.27. Greg, I would say that if this, in fact, is an A to B equals CD to the upside, the swing point that you and I are looking at was taken out or is being taken out with volume. It had 1.36 million shares on August 27th. You're 1.315 as we speak right now. If this is an A to B equals CD to the upside, this is going to do more than a 1-to-1, or should do more than a 1-to-1, bringing 35 or 38 into play out here. But your question specifically was, should you add to that position? And Stevie's going to say no, even though you've got this potential confirmed A to B equals CD to the upside. Why? Well, today is going to become bar number 8 of a TD9 count. That says that this could also form a short-term top between today and Friday, and is forming this TD9 count below TD9 breakdown resistance. That's typically, not always, but typically a bearish signal, and that's up at the 35 or 36.54 level. So when just looking at this daily time frame chart, I would never have you add to a position when you're coming into a potential topping pattern. Again, this may not top. You're already in a position here, a couple positions here. So if it doesn't top, hey, kudos to you. No damage done. So that's what the daily time frame chart is sharing with us, Greg. I don't have anything additional on the month or the weekly. The monthly chart is not providing us with any real big information block. So potential for a top between now and Friday. What's this 30-minute chart here show? Nothing. Not much more that I can provide to you. So I'd say stay with the position. Nothing bearish about it. Anticipate a potential short-term top between today and Friday out there. And if you're going to add to it, and we do get that topping signal, just go to a short-term chart, like a 30-minute chart out here, and look for some type of pattern. Maybe it's an A to B equals CD down. Maybe it's a TD9 count. Maybe it's Rhodes Momentum Indicator. I don't know. We don't have anything right now. Just giving you some ideas out there. So, Greg, thanks so much for writing in, and best of luck to you on that trade. Let's go back to the question from Jeff, I believe it was. No, let's see. Who was it? Yeah, it was Jeff. Jeff W. And Jeff wanted to take a look at the 10-year. So would you go over some support and resistance areas for the 10-year? Absolutely. So what I was able to do for you is pull this up. Now, I'm using my synthetic symbol. And that way, we don't have to worry about the fact that the contract is rolling over here, because now I've got enough historical data using Stevie's synthetic symbol to be able to provide you all of the support and resistance levels you want. What does Stevie mean by that? He means daily, weekly, monthly, and quarterly. So right now you have a consolidation going on between a new daily profile that formed 3 days ago. That's between 133.26 and 134.09. I have no idea which side gets broken, but if price closes above 134.09, that's a bearish structure daily profile. That suggests a run higher. A run higher to where? 134.22. That's the top of the weekly profile. If price could close above 134.22, then we'd be looking at a move up to 135.03 or 136.18 or 138.06. Each of those were profile levels. Just simply going from daily to then weekly, from weekly to monthly, and then monthly to quarterly. Now, let's take a look at so everything here is within inside profile. So there's no breakdown message, if you will, at this stage here. So I hope that that helps you out. Now I'm going to pull over the September contract, which I'm able to get on my white background charts. And as I take a look at this here, just looking at where we're at, just from a short-term standpoint on a 30-minute basis, I don't really have much here to navigate, and the 10 is even going to be worse. Yeah, so that's about all that I can provide you with at this stage. The one thing I would state here, when we take a look at the daily time frame chart here, Jeff, is notice how price has rejected the green oscillator and change line. So there's your real sellers that are sitting out there. There's your real resistance level. And so that says don't take a long trade. Well, if you're going to take a long trade, do it at the bottom of the profile. But you've got such a narrow range here. You don't know that it's really worthwhile out here. But if price could close above 134.09, that's going to be a very bullish message. We just don't have that right now. So I would say, well, do what you're going to do. I'd say just sit tight for the moment. So, Jeff, thanks so much for holding and waiting for that information. Glad we were able to get that to you, and have a great day. Next question coming in from JJ. James says, hey, Steve, with so many stocks, how do you go about finding good stocks? Do you use a scanner? I do. Just curious. If you don't want to answer live on the show, you understand. No problem. I have a hard time figuring that out. Lots of laughs. So do I have one of my scanner tools up? Let's see here. I'm just my apology. I usually shut those down during the show because they take up so much space. Yeah, so much power. So I don't have one up right at this moment. Let's do this. I'll try to get something up during the next break, James, and then we'll come back to your. I'll see if I can. But the answer is yes, I do have a scanner, and so we'll come back and answer that one after the next breakout here. Let's go on to our next question. This one coming in from Hector and the fuel injectors. That's Hector and Patty. And Hector says, "Hey, happy Wild Wednesday." Well, back at you. Let's take a look at so his question is Apple forming a shooting star. Is it time to cash in and back up the wagons here? If you've got time, will we also take a look at CVX? We're going to take a look at both of them. Absolutely. So let's go take a look at our 3 time frame out here chart we'll start off with Apple. And I'll get this going on my other chart as well, AAPL. So you've got Apple up at a new all-time high. Now, Hector, it's a dangerous thing to short Apple right here unless we see some real compelling reason. The reason that I state that, and you can see it on your screen as well, and that is we may have a close above that 150 even Steven level. 150 even Steven is the top of its weekly bearish structured profile. So we've got to find some kind of topping pattern on a weekly basis. Now, granted, we can go ahead and we can type in an A to B equals CD. We can create that pattern here, but it's already negated. So the first A to B equals CD completed with this key reversal bar. This was the week of August the 16th. That didn't do anything out there. Of course, we were paying attention at that same time, August the 16th, out here. Price was pulling back and testing the bottom of its bullish structured daily profile. It took a couple days before that happened. So you're asking really, so do we see any tops out here in Apple? That's really the question, isn't it? And so let's go take a look at it. And as we take a look at Apple right now, all that we have is price moving higher, doing less relative energy. But that's not a top. It's not a top until we get some type of bearish reversal candle. So can't suggest backing up the truck on this one, and can't suggest that Apple's actually going to top here. However, and this is also dangerous. Now if we take a look at, so Apple generated a TD9 count top. I didn't realize this on a weekly basis 2 weeks ago. That also was the same time when it generated that key reversal session. And now price is above that level. And so, wow, it's really bullish. What's the monthly chart say for Apple, Hector? Let's go take a look at it. Boy, the monthly chart is not showing any kind of a topping signal whatsoever. Interesting. So this is probably one of the key charts out here. But as we take a look at it, as we're speaking right now, 1:38 in the afternoon, Hector, I don't see a top inside of Apple. Well, it's a 30-minute chart.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Let's finish off Hector and Patty's second request. That was for Chevron. CBX is the ticker symbol. And as we take a look at Chevron's charts, here's what we know. Price is below the bottom of its daily profile, below the bottom of its weekly profile, and now testing support. That happens to be the top of the monthly profile. Once you break above it, old resistance can become new support. That's at 95.90. Price is trading at 95.81. Now, when we go take a look at CVX on the daily time frame, one, you're going to see a nice little island bottom out here. That island bottom actually confirmed a Rhodes momentum indicator pattern. Now, as we take a look at this, price was pushing lower, doing less relative energy out here. All price was able to do was get back up to a prior gap, the prior gap from August the 18th, and things have moved back lower. So the question becomes, even on a 30-minute chart out here, because we have that confirmed bottom, and it's dangerous when you're below a red oscillator and change line, and then here is a daily time frame. I'm just looking at the 30-minute chart. So the question is this just a retracement, a normal retracement, maybe setting up the C point of an A to B equals CD? We go to our short-term time frame chart, such as a 30-minute. And on the 30-minute, we see a Rhodes momentum indicator signal has been triggered. What we're looking for here is a bullish reversal candle. Then we'd be looking to see if price is above its oscillator and change line, and then what happens as price deals with the top of its profile. So in order for Chevron to generate some type of bottoming signal here, Hector, for its 30-minute time frame, you would need to see a close above 96.40. That would then signal and move up to 97.74. A close above 97.74 says this retracement on the daily time frame was nothing more than perhaps setting up that C point of an A to B equals CD to the upside. But you don't have that message as we speak right now, and I would say just be careful or be cautious when it comes to Chevron. But watch the short-term time frame chart for that signal that we just looked at. That would provide you with the information you are looking for. So Hector and Patty, thanks so much for writing in. Hope that helps you out. Let's take a look at one of our questions in the den, and then we'll come back to, let me put this over here, the other question that was asking about, how do I find the stocks out here? But first, what we'll do is we'll go to one of our den requests to take a look at natural gas. So natural gas having a gigantic move today. So let's put up our natural gas charts. I'm going to have to switch screens here. I don't have to, but I'm going to, because we're going to first just simply go take a look at signals out here. And we should have it right now. There you go. So on the left-hand side, you're taking a look at the monthly chart. Now, this is the continuous contract. And what we can see here is price is up against, let me get my cursor out here, Price is up against a prior high. That's the high from November of 2018. And price is going to go target that level. That level is around 492. I don't know whether the contract actually traded to that in December of 2018 on that contract or not, but it's right up, it's approximately 492. If price can clear that level, and it's only bar number 5 on a weekly basis, then price is going to go target from a swing point standpoint, that swing point from back in 2014. And that's up at the level of around $7. It's 649 to be exact. But no topping signal at all, other than just getting back into natural resistance level. 492, great, thanks, John. So just getting back into a normal area where price could back down. Of course, if we're going to see price back down from there, we'll see some kind of signal. We're still in October, such as the 30-minute chart out here. So let's take a look at this again, short-term timing out here. And if you take a look at the nice bottom that it formed at about 8 o'clock, this was on when? On the 30th. This is yesterday. So here you get a Rhodes Momentum Indicator bottom and a TD9 count. That's a beautiful thing. Now what you have is a Rhodes Momentum Indicator at the top and a TD9 count. Yeah, it looks like that's going to form here by 2 p.m. Now, what you'd be watching for, John, here, if you're just trying to navigate and understand, again, I don't know what the time frames it is that you're looking at. So price should pull back and test the top of that daily profile and its oscillator and change line, right at about $4.62. If price closed below that, then we bring in the other profile levels, 457, 453. I'm looking at the October contract, and then if price were to close below that, I'll move all the way back to its breakout, its most recent breakout at $4.42. I am not saying that that's what it's going to do. I am saying price is likely going to get back to 462. So that much I'm saying. That's the only thing that I know when we get these valid topping signals is at the first level, assuming that the oscillator and change line, in this case here, is below price, that becomes its price target. And then we take a look at those profile levels. So that was the 30-minute chart. What's the weekly time frame chart tell us? The weekly time frame chart says, hey, whatever you guys are talking about on those short-term time frames, forget about it. Why? Because last week was a close above its TD9 count pattern. Price is continuing higher. It's just the same signal. We're seeing it on the monthly, but a very strong signal at that. On the daily time frame, what do we have here? Let me update this chart. Today's going to become, well, so John, so you're coming up to a level of resistance that you would have picked out, and you had already picked out as possibly being a target area and where price might back down. So on the daily time frame chart, today is going to become bar number 8. Now, in order to get a TD9 count top, tomorrow's close has to be above bar number 5. That close was at, that close is at 4.41. But double check that just to make sure. But that's the bar from when I say double check that. He's going to say double check what? Double check the high or the close, I should say, on August 27th. If price closes above that tomorrow, you'll have a valid TD9 count pattern. Now, price is going to have to close below its oscillator and change line. It's green, which is priced at $4.30. So you got to expect a pullback. Now, I said on the 30-minute 460. But really now in the daily, this doesn't come in until tomorrow. If we get that confirmed count, you should expect price to pull back. Now, if you look at this chart here, I know it's really hard to see perhaps, but there's a new profile that's attempting to form right now. And this is below price. This was yesterday. So it is a new profile, and that's a bullish message. Yikes. Yikes. Again, John, just really trying to navigate this with you. I think everything is saying you should anticipate and expect some type of short-term pullback. And we're just going to have to look at these support levels and any patterns that might set up on a short-term time frame chart to say, okay, retracement is over. So I hope that helps you out with regard to the 30-year Treasury. Now, there was a question inside the Tiger's Den. Inside the YouTube channel. Iwanda is asking about AMD. So let's take a look at Advanced Micro Devices out here, see what it is doing. Let me change panels. Give me a moment to do that. We'll get back to my e-signal charts out here. And let me get to my white background charts as well, simply so that I can take a look at this. So Advanced Micro Devices, I don't know what the question is, but here's what, it's in a gigantic consolidation. Now, when I say a consolidation here, I'm referring to just simply consolidating with inside its TAS market profiles. When I say gigantic, what I'm really referring to is between 99.12 at the bottom and 119.15 at the top. If you don't like that consolidation, just walk over to the weekly. 99.54 at the bottom, 114.84 at the top. So at this stage, all we've got inside of AMD is just your basic consolidation between swing points. But what we want to know is there any kind of a topping signal out here? And did I take a look at the daily time frame? The answer is no. I don't have anything that's a topping signal or anything to suggest, price is trading. I don't have really any clear information here on the daily chart. Yeah, I just don't. So I'm not going to create something. And you're not getting any fake news here. Now, the weekly chart generated a TD9 count. The price has never broken key support. Key support would be 99.54 out here. How about the monthly chart? Monthly chart looks very bullish. So with regard to AMD, you're just in this funky consolidation between those profile levels. I don't have anything more clear than that. I don't have reason to exit it. I don't have a reason to enter it. Steve Rhodes with TFNN. We'll be right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Markets can rise and fall like the tides. Subscribe to Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, and you too can ride the wave. Basil Chapman is an authority in technical analysis. His Chapman Wave trading system has been helping traders identify trends and capitalize on momentum in the markets since 1984. TFNN invites you to test Basil's proprietary Chapman Wave trading methodology with a monthly subscription to the Opening Call newsletter for only $149. Your subscription to the Opening Call comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, as well as daily market updates on key indexes, stocks, and commodities. Ride the wave! Sign up for the Opening Call risk-free today.
Introducing Primal Edge.
Today, it's even more important to take a supplement that complements your health. Primal Edge is specifically formulated to boost your immune system and help with weight loss, better sleep, stress reduction, and the need to detox.
Our early ancestors found all their nutritional requirements in the wild environment. But today, our food sources don't contain the vitamins, minerals, and nutrients that we need to stay healthy and strong.
That's why we need Primal Edge Daily Nutrition. It includes a special blend of ionic, soil-based vitamins, minerals, fatty and amino acids in an easy-to-use liquid form.
Primal Edge is powered by highly concentrated humic and fulvic acids, nature's preferred delivery system. They've been called miracle molecules because, like sunlight, air, and water, without them, life cannot exist.
That's right, Ellen. They ensure we receive all the nutrition we need to be healthy and thrive. We take it every morning.
Primal Edge. Just $89 exclusively at TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Let's get to Jeff's question. Jeff's question was, hey, how do you find bottoms with all these stocks out there? Do you have a scanner or something? Well, what I'm showing you here is the beginning. No chart. Wait, I don't know why you're not seeing anything. But I'll refresh it here. It's not really a chart. It's just a table. but we'll start sharing that again here. It's this white background chart, so hopefully you see that. So I just have one symbol up here at the top, and you'll see all kinds of different columns out here, and this tracks all of the things that you and I look at, the oscillator and change line, the TAS market profiles, just about everything. And so all these digits here tell me what the current market conditions are. This scanner then gets run through some other processes to eventually generate, and I run this over the weekend. So I begin running it at 5 o'clock on Friday, and it takes me till about 2 in the afternoon or 3 in the afternoon on Sunday to run through about 5,000 different instruments. Here is, for example, combined bottoming signals as of this weekend's run. The ticker symbol that shows up here is CVGW out here. And then for CVGW, then so the answer is yes, I do have a scanner out there, and that's what subscribers and I take a look at as far as some of the output there. So, but it'll take me quite a while to really walk you through everything. But that is the only way that I know how to do, and it takes a ton of time. And at the time being, I'm working to develop a system to speed this up. But it has nothing to do with my computer, by the way. I've got one of the more powerful CPUs, and in order to be able to do all this stuff for each of you. Real quickly here, I had a request to take a look at the WiseKey International running into resistance at 884. That's the bottom of its weekly profile out here. Let's pull over the white background charts real quickly. And in the white background charts, what do we see? The daily has a TD9 count top. An oscillator and change line, it has changed colors. Dan, price and this oscillator and change line are going to catch up to each other. I don't know if that's somewhere between 7 and 770, but that's the test you're looking for. A test and rejection of the oscillator and change line would be bullish, but that's likely what's going to happen. I don't know if it's price pulling back sideways as the line moves higher, but that's what the daily time frame chart says, is to expect a bit of a timeout here while that test unfolds. Folks, thanks so much for tuning in. Stay tuned for 2 more great hours. I'll see you back tomorrow on Griffin Thursday. Take care.